Welcome back, my friends, to Iron Marines. Again, we're on Impossible mode. We're going to play level 3 for you guys. This is Retaliation. As usual, we're going to use Paragon, and we have just about all of our upgrades up in here, so if you don't have those guys, you might be playing just a little bit different, but it shouldn't be a big deal overall. This is actually one of the more fun missions, I would say. You actually have to do stuff, finally. You know, the first two missions are just kind of getting used to the game. Getting you used to the game, and we finally get to actually do some stuff. So one thing that's actually kind of important right now, you might not realize this, but if you don't get these upgrades, you're actually going to have a hard time killing these guys. They're actually that freaking strong. So just make sure you get the upgrades. You already got the elixir for it. Why the heck not spend it, right? So it's going to take a little while. We'll just have to sort of wait and watch the stuff happen. So this is the minigun tower. It targets aerial and ground enemies. It's got medium range and it's got a fast rate of fire. Overall, it's a pretty decent tower. Laser cannon is ridiculously better. The missile launcher is obviously only really meant for air units. So I usually go for the minigun tower until I can get the laser cannon, and then I go for the laser cannon as much as possible. As far as these things, you actually have two unique upgrades for each side. So basically what the left side does is it heals the tower, and the right side just gives extra stopping power, a little bit of extra damage. Whenever possible, you do want to get those upgrades. You know, if you have the elixir for it. I'm probably going to call Ethereum elixir all day. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually go for double rangers. I'm not going to use any of those mecha units. I'm not a huge fan of the mecha units. Don't get me wrong, they're actually pretty decent. If you use them correctly, and especially against the enemies in here, because you're going to have a ton of grouped enemies. They are pretty decent, but I tend to just not like them all that much. I'm not really sure why. So we're going to drop our drop gun down in here. I'm actually going to go make sure that I get this. I'm actually just going to keep everything as like an official unit. I'm going to heal everybody up as soon as I see anybody starting to die. So look at that. We just got everybody as a unit right now. I'm going to start using my heal, and we'll send our other rangers over here. So now what this is allowing me to do is just do a crap ton of damage while I'm hopefully going to survive, at least for a little bit. Now we got our third group of rangers up in here. These worm guys are kind of crazy, but honestly they're not that difficult to kill. The biggest problem with them is just the fact that there's so gosh darn many of them. Alright, looking good, looking good. Okay. So we're going to take our first base. I believe you have to take 1, 2. There's going to be 3 bases in total that you have to take in here. Don't feel bad about having to defend, though. A lot of people are just going to keep on trying to push. Go back to your base if you're ever having any trouble. So we're going to just build a quick minigun turret right away. And I'm going to upgrade him up to his 2 upgrades. Now, of course, they're pushing on us right now, so I'm just going to defend for a quick second up in here. And then I'll push in just a few seconds. Here's your minigun tower, man. There's nothing wrong with it. So, like I was saying, with Paragon, I like to keep everybody as sort of a cohesive unit. I just keep everybody together, and then as soon as my units start to die and whatnot, or Paragon's starting to have some trouble, I use his heal ability, and that keeps everybody alive. So, it looks like we're finally slowing down a little bit. Let's go up in here and do some damage. I'll even use my special ability here since there's so many grouped enemies. Even we'll go BAM! Just pop this thing down. Now the cool thing about this is now I finally have one that actually moves. So let's get rid of this thing first, and we can get an extra extra ability point or command points so we can send out some more rangers. Again, I'm not using any of those other mecha units. I'm actually not a huge fan of the mechas overall. They're not horrible, don't get me wrong. I'm just not a huge fan of them. Just my personal opinion, man. So we're going to have to rescue this guy over here. In fact, let's just go grab him really quick. Go boop, pop him down, and we'll rescue him. Rescue. Pop him back, and bam. Alright, so we're going to take our second base right here. And again, obviously we haven't even lost a unit yet, so we're obviously doing pretty darn good so far. But we have to be careful. This is going to be the hard one to take, guys. Let's get everybody up in here. Make this faster. So, of course, I'm going to need some more miniguns. We're actually going to get all of the upgrades as well for our miniguns. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 1, and as soon as I get the money for it, I'll go get that one. Now, for now, though, what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to put Paragon up in the top up here, and I'm just going to use my ability and my drop gun while everybody's attacking. Alright. So, as you can tell, we're doing massive damage, man. They're finally going to take down my drop gun, but it doesn't even matter all that much. I'm going to heal up right now, right at the very last second. Look at that delicious, delicious attack right there. He needs to do more group damage, though. Come on, Paragon, do your work! So as soon as he's about to die, I'm going to pick him up and drop him back in my home base, and we're actually going to probably end up going back to defend. It looks like there's too many guys here for us to take down right now. We'll let them come and try and charge us, while we also upgrade our last turret to the stopping power upgrade. So this is what I'm talking about. Don't feel bad about coming back and just dropping back and letting the guys come to you for a little bit while you heal up and get all your stuff back. And then as soon as you're ready, you can come back and attack. So it looks like we got some kind of long-range units coming up in here, so we're going to pick Paragon up, and we're going to drop him down in the middle of all those guys, use our ability, use the drop gun, and it looks like everything's just going to die pretty darn quick. So these guys are terrible to deal with, especially in the early game. You're going to have a bunch of trouble with them. There's no easy way to deal with them, guys. It's just drop them down in the middle with one of your attack units or do something similar, and you're going to have a decent time. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to kind of use my Marines. I'm going to run around to the sides over here while I kill all these spawner units, while I just let Paragon kind of tank the middle damage up in here. And then as soon as I need to, I'm actually going to go back and retreat. So let's take our Marines, and we're going to retreat really quick. Use my drop gun, pick this guy up, and drop him back down in my base. So, again, I went and I killed some stuff that aren't going to respawn, and I'm going to drop back, let them come back to me, and I don't know if they're going to attack. They probably will. Yeah, they do end up attacking. And then we're going to go back for another roundabout way. You know what? I think I could actually kill this this stupid spine crawler right here. It does look like a spine crawler from StarCraft. Am I wrong or what? Yo, get out of there, Marines! Get out of there! What are you guys doing? You too, get out of there. Get out of there. Alright, looks like we can finally just charge up in here. Go up and charge, baby. We're going to go all the way to the back down here, though. It's our ability. Or take down these spawners before we do anything else. Spawners are obviously something that you should probably take down before you do anything else. It is possible to kill everything else, but it just makes it a little bit easier if you do it this way. And then what we can do is we can actually just heal all of our units on top of Paragon while we're attacking these things. And on top of that, I'm also going to grab an extra unit up in here to help us kill this guy just a little bit faster. And that's going to be the end of this round. As you've noticed so far, I've only been sticking with Rangers. Now, that's not going to be a consistent thing throughout the entire... Oh, you know what? Let's capture this guy as well. Save him. Save him. Hopefully I got him in time. I don't know if I did or not. But there we go. We won pretty reasonably easily. Don't feel bad about coming back and just dropping down and doing some extra damage with your turrets. But other than that, just heal up and then just drop back in and just attack everybody all at once. Spawners are pretty important to attack first. Don't just go straight for the main base. You got to kill those spawner units first. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you press that like button for me. I'd appreciate that a bunch. And obviously, have a super duper delicious day.